What's up, everybody? King of FOMO here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you guys are following my Telegram channel. That's t.me/KingofFOMO1. Also, go to my website, bookmark that page. It's kingoffomo.com, where I'm going to try to give you guys as many altcoin alerts as I can, especially with some of these low market cap altcoins. Now, the one we're going to talk about today is one that I actually mentioned yesterday. I tried to get that video out to you guys as soon as possible, and that one is RMPL. And I told you guys I'm looking at these clones of AMPL and looking at which ones are kind of improving upon the formula that AMPL has set in place. And I did say that RMPL does improve on some things, and RMPL is on fire right now. It is taking off at the current moment. So it's not on CoinGecko at the current moment, but I can show you guys how much I've earned over the past, I guess it's probably in less than 24 hours, or maybe a little bit more since I've purchased in on this thing. So let me go over and show you guys my address right here. So yeah, about 20 hours ago, I purchased 2 stacks of RMPL, 500 and 500, so about 1,000 RMPL tokens. Now, just for holding for 20 hours, let me show you guys the Telegram chat right here. These are the rebases that have been going on with RMPL. So you have plus 8% on the first rebase, plus 13% on that second rebase, plus 17%, plus 26%, plus 31%. I don't think they're always going to be positive rebases, but the rebases so far have been really, really good. You've gotten plus 140% in rebases if you've been holding since the beginning of this thing. So let's just take a look and see what that means. Again, you can see right here, this is my address. This is my purchases, about 1,000 tokens. So how much RMPL do I have right now? And before we take a look at that, how much were these tokens worth? So this was bought at pretty much the same time. So if I go to this transaction address right here, you can see that it's about 4 ETH each. I paid about 8 Ethereum for 1,000 RMPL tokens. Now, because of that huge positive rebase today of 31.6%, that 8 Ethereum turned into 13.5 Ethereum in less than 24 hours, and that 1,000 RMPL turned into 1,674 RMPL in less than 24 hours. Really good returns. And on top of that, like I said, this one is really interesting because people can't time that, they can't plan that, because the rebases happen at a random basis. It's hard for people to time when to overbuy or oversell right before or right after a rebase happens, which is a correction, I think, and a better formula than what the AMPL has. So this one is doing fantastic, while on the other hand, AMPL is struggling to catch up at the current moment. I'm still holding out for it, and I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that it'll do well overall. I'm thinking that it'll have a bottom of about $150 million in the market cap before people lose interest and it starts to rise again. So we'll see what happens with AMPL. Now, another thing I want to talk about before I kind of close out the video, I want to talk about some platforms. I know some of you guys are not caring or interested about platforms. I forgot to show you guys that chart for RMPL. So again, this is where I bought. I bought like on this candle, and you guys can watch the video from yesterday that I posted. And even though like it's lower than it was when I bought in, I still have a positive amount of money that I've made from RMPL. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on over to the next thing on the list, which is Tronchain. So Tronchain is also doing extremely well, and I want to make a comparison from Tronchain to EtherChain as well. So let me go ahead and open up that chart and show you guys kind of why I'm doing more deposits into Tronchain and why I kind of regret not going in pretty deep to begin with in this. So this is a contract that pays 1% per day. Now, of course, these things can do and will go south eventually when the Tron does run out in the contract. So keep that in mind. It's not a guaranteed 1% per day or anything like that, but it's a fun little nice little side thing to have and to put action into. Now, I predicted and I knew that this contract was going to get into the multi-millions of Tron in it all when it first came out. And when it first came out, it hovered around like maybe 1 million, 2 million Tron in the first couple of days, and I was like, man, this thing's going to take off. I should probably put in a pretty large amount. So I went ahead and I put in 200K on the first day when this thing had about 1 million Tron in it. And I am bumping that up even more today because I don't think that this is going to be the bottom at all, or the top at all. So we're at 21 million Tron, and let's go over to right here where EtherChain is. EtherChain is the prequel to Tronchain. disappointed before they moved over and the transaction fees got crazy high. EtherChain has a total of 34,246 Ethereum in it, while Tronchain has about 21 million Tron. Now, obviously, we can't just compare those numbers because they're not valued the same. So let's go over to CoinMarketCap and see what those numbers are. So in Tronchain, the amount of Tron that has been put in the contract is about equal to $421,000. That's a tiny amount compared to how much was put into EtherChain over its lifespan. And this one is still going strong as of right now, while Tronchain is only a few days old. So with EtherChain at 34,000 Ethereum, we can see that this is at an amount of about $13 million being put through the contract. So if we compare those two numbers, $400,000, I can bump that up to $500,000, all the way up to $13 million. We can look at EtherChain or Tronchain going up 13 or 26x more than where it is right now. So do I think that this is the beginning? No, I think that a lot of people are onboarding from Ethereum and learning how to use the Tron blockchain a little bit, which is why it's taking a little bit longer. But I do think even if this hits half the level of what EtherChain is at, there's still a ton of time to jump into here before you're at the critical point, which is going to be the halfway point of when all the Tron is deposited in the contract. Actually less than that because of referrals. So I am going to do another deposit in here. I wish I had 100K. Like, I really should have trusted my instincts and gone in really heavy from the very beginning, more than 200K Trons. But it is what it is. I'm going to put in the rest of what I have here. So you do have to use multiple wallets if you're putting in more than 100K Tron. So I have 3 right now since I have 200K in. So I'm going to do another 30K Tron transaction right here because that's all the Tron I have at the current moment. So we'll join that. And we have to make sure that our sponsor ID is correct. And then I'll go ahead and join that. Accept. And then that transaction was sent successfully. So overall, like I said, I'm excited to see how long this is going to go. And this is going to go for 310% income limit. So for that 30K Tron that I put in, as long as this is not, like I said, that critical point where it's a little less than halfway to the maximum amount of deposits in here, then I should be getting 93,000 Tron out, if not a little bit less than that, which is still going to be more than my ROI from this platform. Looking forward to it. My other 2 deposits are doing really well too. So definitely keep an eye on this as well. And then finally, I do want to end off with PGI Global. So this is another one that this is a contract, not a contract, but a platform, a program that I really like for a lot of reasons. They're doing a lot of promotional offers, and this is kind of my cushion to when I'm trading with altcoins. Obviously, we can have down days. Today's a down day in crypto. A lot of things are red, so I never have a down day because whenever crypto is red, one of these platforms is paying me out either way. They're doing the trading for me on the back end, either through arbitrage or other means, and then I do my withdrawals weekly from here. And I really do like to save my withdrawals if I can for red days like this. And then when I get it out, I get significantly more. And then when the green days happen, it's double good because I withdrew on a red day from these platforms. And my new strategy kind of with PGI Global and some of these other new platforms like Vitex and Battalion is, right here, I have quite a few here that are at 100%. So I have this 20K package reached 100%, which means I got ROI plus in here. This 5K package reached 100%. This 20K package reached 100%. So when this reaches 200%, I'm going to be done earning. So my strategy as of right now, as long as I'm trusting the platform, which I currently am, I mean, you guys do your own research and trust it yourself on your own if you want to. But my strategy is when I get to 100%, I'm going to double it up, which is, you might think, well, that's dumb. Then you're never going to get anything out. But with this compounding strategy, I do think that over time, it's going to be way easier to get to 100% with a lot of these things, and I'm going to be earning more on a weekly basis from doing that. So I have to put in, let's see, about 46K to double up my package here in PGI Global, and I will be doing that shortly. I have to see how I'm going to do that with withdrawals or with reinvest, so we'll see. But definitely you'll see some more packages in here really soon. That is everything for today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're following my website, kingafomo.com, and if you're watching on YouTube is not my main platform for posting videos, so sometimes I use this channel, sometimes I use other channels, sometimes I just don't post videos on YouTube. So if you follow my Vimeo, my Cocoscope, my BitTube, or my website or Telegram, you'll find all of my videos there on time. If you follow my YouTube, then you're the spare bones. Hopefully you'll get my videos. Maybe not, I really don't care. All right, guys, catch you in the next video. Peace out.